3, 2, 1.
Golf time, baby. Nice shot.
Yeah, of course they are. I mean, there have been plenty of, like, you know. I mean, even if you don't count like the whole like BBW thing on like all of our favorite adult themed services. Yuck. I suppose if you already are predisposed to eat, then I suppose it's one of those just awkward solutions for you. Yes. But if one can help it though, then exercise is a delightful thing. And that's why I am totally champing at the bit for this weather to keep warming up, and so that then, the lake can break and I can, jump in and do all these lovely swim things. Yes, and try out the new, suit and snorkel combo thingy. Oof. And maybe I could throw in like a one of those like Streamlab thingies that's like a progression bar towards a GoPro, so that I can do underwater videos. Because there's some nice little fishies down there. There are some nice fish. And who does not love commentary in a muffly voice? All reverberation, no audibility.
Very well done.
Forget all that Dave Attenborough stuff. You want the real deal, right? We all know David Attenborough does not go down in the water. Either that, or maybe he focuses solely on land animals. I don't remember exactly. I don't know if he ever voiced anything for marine creatures. Because, I mean, I tell you, like, aside from, like, those, Zay Frank True Facts series on YouTube, it's like, it is insanely difficult to unhear David Attenborough when talking about the ways of the nature documentary. Or any of those other, like, sort of similarly, like, sultry-voiced individuals. Like Morgan Freeman. Did a marvelous job with March of the Penguins, for instance. Also, this is a weak 3-iron. We definitely need spins. And that was still weak. Acceptable. Acceptable. Topspin. Why? Hug the ground. No. Large. That was a little too bouncy. Good.
Very well done. Nice shot.
Ba-da-da-bum-bum. Yes. Overeating is also, I guess, a go-to topic for deviant artists. I'm telling you.
Very well done.
I think some of those people they might be good people, but good lord, are they sick in the mind.
Nice shot.
Garbage line. Again! That's not carrying the rough even with high balls, so we're gonna go down here.
Excellent. Birdie putt. Nice birdie.
Yes.
Very well done.
We would not know what light is without dark.
Nice shot.
Bob Ross was right about everything. And, I mean, with a couple of modifications, you can legitimately apply all of his painting advice for, say, cooking or music making or any other art form. Need not be limited to wet on wet.
Very well done.
Or speedrunning, even.
Nice shot.
Don't get in too big a hurry. Speed will come automatically. Practice. Pay attention to those finer details. Don't just sprinkle them in at random.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice birdie.
It only looks random when I do it. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Raid, no.
Nice shot.
This ball better stop.
Excellent. Birdie putt.
Landing short of the green was wonderful. Good, good. We actually do hole 12 first time.
Very well done.
How crazy is that? To think that I actually do hole 14 every time, but I can't do hole 12. That is just complete nonsense.
Nice shot.
Yes, he was also the face of mathematics in the late 80s.
Excellent. Birdie putt.
His career vastly predates mine.
Nice shot.
And then, of course, going back even further than that, there's Donald Duck.
Of course they're not. These are the doors of the future. And the key is... mathematics! Right.
Nice
Mathematics.
birdie. Very well done.
Yes. Yes, when Jafar, you know, was all like, you know, maniacally screaming about being all powerful and stuff, it was because he too discovered the ways of mathematics.
Nice shot.
They just don't show you that in the movie.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice birdie. Very well done.
Alright, so we're gonna try the Zircon strat even though I know that it doesn't work in JP for some reason.
Nice.
Darn it,
on.
darn it, darn it. Close enough, right?
Nice birdie. Very well done.
Oldies but goodies. Such a shame though, right?
Nice shot.
Yes, in the American version, when that's done, the ball just kind of catches the back corner of the cup and loops in. Not here.
Nice shot.
That's how close it is. I honestly don't know, like, unless it's like, you know, rounding or floating point error that would cause a difference there. I don't know what it could be, but only a couple very few of our strategies that we came up with for the North American version do not work for JP.
Birdie. Very well done. Nice shot.
Yes. You know, one must think. The cup is 4.5 inches across.
Nice on.
The flag
Birdie
is about 1.5 across.
Nice birdie. Very well done.
Couldn't tell you. I think maybe just because, you know, there's the whole yard meter difference shit, and, well... Unless, to a computer, unless it is an exact multiple of 2, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be perfect, you know? Like, computers do not understand decimals. At least not directly. There's a lot of weird-ass magic that happens in order for computers to, like, you know, calculate the way we understand it, because We are bred to understand the Arabic decimal. The computer works in binary.
Nice shot.
We have 10 fingers
Nice on. Birdie putt.
and 10 toes, which is why some old cultures actually count in 20.
Well done.
You can derive evidence of that in various French language and cultures and stuff. Also, why am I doing power here? Normally I do a short shot. Okay, think. All goes well, and this will be the 20th badge, so... Yeah, though,
Birdie putt.
there aren't any meters in the US version to worry about. It's just yards and stuff. So there's time save already because of not having to restart holes or skip holes.
Nice.
Instead, just getting the first 20 in a string.
Nice birdie. Very well.
That's the problem when you have, scores of hundreds of millions of people all isolated from each other. Is we all come up with different shit.
Nice shot.
Oh yeah, no doubtably, because, I mean, in a technical sense, yes, the conversion to and from meters is a rational number, since I think we have, as a world, agreed that there are 2.54 centimeters in an inch, but apart from that, it's like, I don't know.
Nice.
Because, you see, the problem is not with metric, it's the imperial shit that messes everything up. Like,
Very well.
what defines an inch? What's a foot? I mean, just at least we had standards for metric,
Nice shot.
Even if it's being changed somewhat from various physical standards that are capable of deforming over time, and thus we have to question their accuracy after a while. Like, say there was a meter used to be a metal bar that was exactly 1/10 millionth the distance from the pole of the equator, or some weird shit like that. But
Nice birdie.
well, yeah, they kind of have to be, because nobody's thumb is the same width, or nobody's dick is the same length. I mean, yeah, you have to have standards. U.S. Department of Agriculture and weights and measures and all that shit. We have brains, but you know what? We make the mess, we have to clean it up somehow. And that, my friends, is your history and math lesson for today.
Birdie putt.
Pop quiz on sometime next week.
Very well done.
Alright, so study up. Finally, back flag. That's what I like to see today.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
I think part of it is steeped in tradition, and that, golf is a game that was invented in the Scots, in the UK. Well, it's commonly accepted as such. And, yards is the way in the life. And I can't remember if yard is what came from like the number of paces of Roman paces of a Roman soldier or whatever, and like I don't know if it was like 1,000, 2,000 paces was a mile, whatever bullshit like that, but same arguments. Let's get another eagle here, because that's the shit I like most of all. Do it once, we can do it again. Except now I have to pay attention and figure, okay, why did I get a 4-wood last time? I have no idea, but not gonna worry about it. Yep, I did aim far enough right, good. Yes, that is how we've defined it.
Excellent. Birdie putt.
Oh, and what's real bullshit is Fahrenheit. Oof.
Very well done.
Because heck, water doesn't even boil at identical temperature,
Nice shot.
Although to be fair though, there used to be this thing that we all used and loved called mercury, until of course we figured that it was driving everyone nuts. So yeah, Because mercury is, you know, like the only, you know, dense metal that is liquid at room temperature, so it was perfect for the use for thermometers. Everything else would have just been way the hell too big. Middle flag this time.
Nice shot.
So many changes. So many changes.
Nice.
Ah, how delightful.
Birdie putt. Nice bird. Very well done.
Is this gonna be number 30 already?
Nice shot.
Because yeah, I've been perfect so far. This is 29 in a row. That's the shit I like.
Nice shot.
This all depends on if I land on the front first. Yep, I land on the front first. Slow down.
Nice on. Birdie.
Yep, this is the hole that tests your contrast settings on your television or your monitor. As far as I can see, I think I got it right. Yep. That is almost a meme in and of itself. CCF 12. That's like the worst one by far. I don't know why. Freaking Camelot, man. You do have to remember though that this was before the day of the common software patch. So, you know, whatever issues might have plagued the game then, that's what was printed.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess if you took sudden death that far, then, you know, good luck with that.
Very well done.
Hey Lamau, dude, I told myself I was getting 30 badges, and what happens? I talk right over it. This will not happen again. Alright. I'm an absent-minded dick. You know, you hear absent-minded professor? I'm an absent-minded dick. Don't catch the rough, please. Flat green, let's go. Fine, have it your way. No, I'm not in the mood for Burger King. Alright.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bum.
Nice bird.
Have it your way.
Well done.
That actually kind of works. Why does that actually kind of work? It must be the magic of Justin Timberlake. Alrighty. Cause, you know, he's the one that wrote that jingle. And was probably paid far too little for it.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Thus was the face of McDonald's
Nice birdie.
20 years
Very
ago.
well done.
Man, time flies, dude.
Nice shot.
Slow down. I want to get up to this hump here. No, I'm past the hump. So, we're not climbing there. So rumbly in my tumbly, then it's time to eat. You see, Winnie the Pooh had it right.
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie putt.
Yes, he is the Taoist
Nice
lord,
birdie. Very well done.
but no one suspects a thing. The Lord of the Tao.
Shot.
Not to be confused with the Dow Jones Index, but, you know, the one that's spelled with a T for some godforsaken reason. Personally, I blame the Chinese for that one.
Birdie putt. Nice birdie. Very well
Tao. Taoist. Hey, Lamau, dude.
done. New course unlocked.
I gotta remind myself what the soft reset combo is on the controller so that I can do that instead of having to reach over every time. And I think it's only when I release the buttons that it activates. Okay, so one mistake. Friggin' CCF 14. I'm amazed that I somehow didn't manage enough roll on that approach. That should have been like cash money. You get afraid sometimes, you know?
Nice shot.
This lands short. Beautiful.
Birdie putt.
Ah, the glorious Japanese version.
Nice bird. Very well done.
It's a different sort of sound in the North American version.
Nice shot.
No, disgusting lie. So we can't do the low one. Ooh, minus 4%. That is mildly sketchy. Yep. Okay. Okay. We're in there.
Nice shot.
Can't go quite as low. This'll trickle, trickle, trickle. Ooh, yes.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Trickle, trickle, come on with the email. Let us hope it's from a female. Alright, 37. So we can still do this through 15. I say that, but every time I mess up at least once in Sands.
Nice shot.
Let's try to prevent that. While still playing quickly. That is the rub of the chicken wings.
Nice shot.
You know, I'm kind of sounding a little bit like that Molotov Mario World dude that did all those LPs of Super Mario World hacks like 10 years ago. Anyways, man, that takes me a while back. But you see, the thing I loved about him, aside from his relatively cute voice and just like all the pain of all those like, you know, Japanese Mario World hacks and stuff, which definitely was a novelty at the time, is just the complete non sequitur commentary. It's a joy to watch.
Very well done.
Even now, even though it's like frickin', I don't know, 240p quality, you know, stuff, because that's all you could do at the time. Oh, and also remember back in the day when you could only upload up to 11 minutes at a time on YouTube? Oof, those were the dark days, man. No HD, 11 minutes at a time. Oh my god, dude.
Nice shot.
I mean, you think YouTube's bad now, and yeah, it is, but
On. Birdie putt.
there's a lot of shit it didn't have up until far too late, you know?
Very well done.
Better late than never, I guess. I don't even think it had HD encode support until like 2011 or 2012. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Nah, maybe it was 2010. I lost track, but that's still late, you know?
Very well done.
Because, I mean, my god, what? The PS3 was out for 4 years by then?
Nice shot.
Then again, we all know YouTube is not just for games. It's also for baby sharks and stuff.
Nice shot.
I'm a baby shark! Something like that.
Great.
Like, I mean, even my mom knows about Baby Shark. That just goes to show you the power sometimes.
Nice shot.
Even my mother, 60 years old, knows the ways of the Baby Shark.
Nice shot.
Yes, lads.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice birdie. Very well done.
Thank you for the good luck, Sin. Yep, playing today because I don't want to steal the spotlight tomorrow.
Nice shot.
Mark your calendar or, you know, your cell phone clock or whatnot. 12:50 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Blue Candy is doing Toadstool Tour for Calathon. Should be a really good time. So, yep.
Chip it.
Probably be among somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 individuals. Nice, big, delicious charity stream.
Nice shot.
Did I add too much fade? Okay, good, good. That's a strong 3-wood. We're gonna let this go a little. Front flag!
Nice shot.
What?
Nice par.
You know, I'm trying to think. I already crossed 40 badges, didn't I?
Shot. Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice birdie. Very well done.
Hey, Lamau, dude, I was wondering why that split was going so long. I'll have to fix that later. What does it really matter? All that matters is the last one, right? That way, then, maybe I'll give, you know, the game mods something to actually do. So that they can verify that my new splits actually match, you know, the times and stuff. Yeah, you know, give them something to do.
On. Birdie putt.
You know, watch the highlight for more than 10 seconds. Yes, gotta get them all screwy eyes, you know? Oh, wait, what does that say? Scrutinize.
Birdie putt.
That must be different. I was thinking screwy eyes? I wouldn't think you'd want screwy eyes if you're trying to examine something. Excellent. Alright. Do that.
Nice shot.
Yes, unfortunately, it seems like the big guys like Games Done Quick are all too focused on trying to drive funds, which is it's understandable, but it's like, I don't know, there comes to a point of detrimentals and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you know what? No cheaters slipping through now, do you?
Nice on.
Or any of them splicers or all those other good people. I mean, terrible people.
Very well done.
Terrible people. Alright. Do I only need 2 more birdies?
Nice shot.
I don't know. Well, that's because no one seems to give a shit about Mario Golf SDC4, and I think that's a travesty.
Nice on.
Yeah. Part of it is because I'm not a mod of the game, so there's no one that gives a shit. Like as much as Pickles has, you know, done a great job in kind of being the face of the game for years and stuff, I don't know, it's just just not enough, you know. And that's why Mario Golf N64 keeps dying. I mean, really, the only one who's carrying weight in the game right now, there's 2 people carrying weight in that game right now. Hugh and A Standard. That's it.
New character unlocked.
Goose is gone, Pickles is gone, Victor's gone. Late split.
Good job. Keep up the pace.
Thanks, Peppy. Alright, let's not suck dicks at birdie badges this time. I mean, this one.
Shot.
That's better anyway. Yeah.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
Nice birdie.
Like, only having to play through 16. Not terrible.
Nice shot.
I still see potentially 2 minutes of save time there, but, you know,
Nice on.
incremental.
Putt.
Green attack is the big focus, though, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like 2 minutes.
Nice shot.
I'm trying to remember, what was, his first mistake was blooper 8, right? Or was that for an any percent run?
Chip in.
I can't remember. It all just blurs together, you know? All the history of the world. I mean, shit.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
If it was anything that happened after Christopher Columbus claimed to have discovered India, then I couldn't tell you.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Oh god, yeah. Feels bad, man. PCG9 is not an easy one. Distance control in that hole's a nightmare. Yeah, distance control is definitely a nightmare.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
You have to be almost dead on.
Nice bird.
Also, you can't really go short too much because there's fast fairy guard in it. That seems to be like a theme on a lot of those holes from blooper onward. So, almost your best thing to do is to kind of play to the green and then just hope to God that you slow the ball down. But then if you overhit it, then, well, you're off entirely, or possibly even OB if it's bad enough. Alright, here's what we'll do. Hook and topspin. This is an uphill green.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Aggression is not the worst thing. And downhill putts, you know, of that sort of gradiency, is that a good word? Are not that bad. Oh god, yes. That was so dumb. Losing 40 minutes of my life just because I somehow managed to play the front nine twice in a row. That's the good shit.
Very well done.
Good job. Keep up the pace.
What the fuck? I thought that it switched. Okay, we caught myself that time. Of course. So that was the mistake I made last time. I somehow, my brain reverted to this philosophy that I thought that it would work, you know? Yes, yes. Okay.
Nice shot.
Yes. That is the pattern.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Aggression.
Nice bird.
These Japanese greens, though, it's like, you have to be careful. It's definitely possible to be too aggressive.
Pin shot.
Okay, good. This is approachable. God, why?
Nice shot.
Fuck. Congo Trollopy. Welcome.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice bird.
Oh well. I did even worse last time. Assuming I do clear this out, so. Alright, here we go. There's no way this hits the pin this time.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Okay.
Bird.
Okay, Beast.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an awkward shot there. Unless you actually decide to take the time to manually aim, which, who does that, right?
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie putt.
That seems to work.
Nice bird.
Not that much of a draw. This might still work. It's a 3-iron. It'll move.
On. Birdie putt.
And you could be in the godly place. Yes, the godly place.
Nice shot.
Only cheaters mess up, you know?
Excellent. Birdie putt.
That still doesn't really explain what happened on holes 10 and 11, though. You know what? I never know what to do here, so I'm just gonna do this. I think all the math will fix itself.
Excellent.
Yep, pretty much.
Birdie putt. Nice bird.
I think maybe you can get away with just a low shot, maybe with backspin just to be safe, but... You know, it's hard.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
I wish it were possible to just putt that. But last I checked, it's not.
Nice shot.
No pin shot, please. Okay.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice bird.
Good job. Keep up the pace.
Toad, why were you running in place? I presume you were talking about hole 14. Oh, 16. Oddly enough, that kind of makes sense.
Nice shot. Chip in. Nice
We sink those. Okay. After all, I am a professional.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Good, good, good.
Nice birdie.
Oh, this is that coveted 8-iron. Okay. I see.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice birdie.
Yeah, I think I might have gotten the front one, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Because definitely I am noticing that there are at least 2 cups that you can get here.
On. Birdie putt.
I've already seen that for hole 3, anyway. Well, hole 1 definitely, because one's in the front and one's in the back. Not backspin, you dodo. Ah! This is okay. This is okay.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Yeah, I kind of figured there'd be just 2. Please don't land on that ginormous upslope and just kill it. Well, sort of.
Birdie putt. Nice birdie.
Okay. Progress. Hello, Robin. Welcome, sir. Ooh! Subscription! Thank you! Yes. Yes, you have just enlisted yourself in the Gardettos for Metal Fund.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Nice birdie.
I think that is where most of my people come from. That's always good that, you know, translates here eventually. Yeah, I just don't really have any projects in the mind. I mean,
Birdie putt.
a lot of it is like pre-prod, you know, like sort of thinking and like doing shit. So, you know, I think I'm planning something else, you know, like outside the Twitch highlights.
Nice birdie.
Something else may come. Even if it is a, you know, avant-garde horror-style commercial for Gardettos.
Nice on. Birdie.
Or Imodium. Like, you know, a speedrunner is like trying to get the PB, but like, you know, his stomach is or his bowels are acting up and something, and then, you know,
Nice on.
I don't know, it'll end with like the tagline of like, you know, get the run, not the runs. Choose Imodium. Or something like that. I don't know, man. All those, you know, marketing executive ideas. Even though I am definitely not a marketing executive in the least, get the hell out of this grass. Oh no. Go the distance.
Nice shot.
Yes! Okay.
Nice birdie.
I hope I didn't take off too much power here. Because carrying 169 to 167 with a 3-iron definitely seems excessive.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
Ah, yes. And now Robin is toting that nice, beautiful, delicious Yoshi badge. And it goes everywhere he goes on Twitter.
Nice shot.
As well as a couple of, you know, Wario emotes.
Excellent.
Ah,
Birdie putt.
garlic. Ah,
Nice birdie.
money. Ah. Got that. Money.
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie putt.
That's good.
Nice birdie.
I mean, unlike the vast majority of the rest of that universe, Wario actually has character. I mean, yeah, you know, he's always like a degenerate in every story he plays, but come on, you know, that's more relatable, you know? We all have degeneracy inside somewhere.
Nice shot.
And I'm not saying necessarily embrace the degeneracy, but at least acknowledge the degeneracy.
Birdie putt.
You know, bring all of what you are, you know, all of who you are to all that you do.
Very well done.
That is being wild. Alrighty. Where to next? I think we do this next. Yep.
Nice shot.
Just in case this, you know, -1 proves to be bad. There we go. I think the vast majority of these you can play low. So, I'm gonna do that.
Great.
Although this one, though, you might need a little bit of help. There you go.
Nice shot. Oh, too bad.
Derp, the hook probably killed it, yep. You know what, fine. We'll do this one.
Nice shot.
I'm not sure if you can get away with playing this one, though, so... This one might actually be worth duffing. But I already duffed one, so I want to play it safer.
Great. Nice shot.
Good, good.
Great.
We've got to have money.
Yes, I know that I intentionally don't fully imitate any of the Martinet-style voices of Wario.
Nice shot.
Because, well, that's just too easy and derivative. It's as derivative as calculus class. Whether it's the 90s version or the later version, the post-90s version.
Very well done.
Alright, 2 more modules. And then we have the next split. Yes. I personally think it's entertaining to, like, sort of borrow influence from Jim Cummings and, you know, sort of give it a little bit more of an erogenous quality. You know what I mean?
Nice shot.
Like, you know,
Garlic.
Oh, too bad.
I don't know. Jim Cummings is my favorite voice actor of all time.
Great.
Pretty much defined my entire childhood with some of those 90s cartoons with some various character or another. Like, he's done like one of everything.
Great.
You would recognize, you know, his voice is kind of like it's like deep and raspy. Like, you know, it does like, you know, the voice of like Pete or or he was the Robotnik of the Saturday morning Sonic show, not the Adventures one with Scratch and Grounder, where everyone's a doofus.
Nice shot.
Gosh, he's Razool the Guard in the Elan films, in the Disneyland films. I wonder who they'll cast for that, you know, for the live action film. I still haven't quite warmed up to Will Smith being the genie, but maybe it'll come around eventually. Maybe.
Nice shot.
Oh man, nostalgia feels. Nostalgia feels. Had I known I was getting the pitching wedge, I would have went to the pirate. Oh well.
Very well done.
Okay. Now for the good part. Now for the part that Pink loves. Trouble shots.
Great.
I'm in trouble now. That was Trouble Acapella, A Lamau. Alright. I mean, honestly, If you hadn't played Donkey Konga 2, how would you have even ever heard of that song? Or maybe you're a Pink fan. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Hard to judge.
Great.
Ah, yes. Delicious Teresa. Woof. Nothing is impossible for this queen of golf. Yes, these trouble shots trouble us no more. I don't know why it never occurred to me. It's like, okay, well, could you maybe possibly mix characters towards progressing, unlocking other ones? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. It's just a matter of whether that's, you know, cost-effective time-wise in a speedrun. Like, for Reattack's say, it's not, because you have to go back to the menu every time to select your character. But here, you know, since you only go back to the... I'm playing an extra hole because I feel good. And because those trouble shots are so damn easy. Alright!
Very well done.
Teresa just killing it. Ah, good shit.
Great.
Ache of the head. Yes, one of these days I will have to, live on stream, answer the great question. Is it possible to beat this game without the putter? Well, I mean, of course we all know the answer, but
Nice shot.
it's the journey, right?
Great.
Wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Great.
No, not that journey, you idiot.
Great.
Actually, apparently that's not the song everyone knows. The one that everyone knows and loves is Don't Stop Believing. Yeah, that song's trash.
Great.
That's a better question. After doing a little bit of head math and theory crafting, I've decided no, it's not. Because unfortunately, you have to win tournaments in order to unlock each course. So, alas, you're not gonna get enough distance using just the putter in order to make the cutoffs. Now, in Mario Golf N64, it is possible because you only unlock each subsequent tournament by getting course points. And no matter what mode you play and what you do, you still always get course points, even if you don't win. You just get a lot more if you do win. So, in theory, Mario Golf N64 should be possible to beat putter only. Ah, yes, I fondly remember that, Spy Fox. I fondly remember that. Yes, we need to dig deeper into, you know, technicality and just like messing around and corrupting shit. Because, you know, for that you know, that brand dude that did the corruptions for Vine Sauce, that should be just the beginning. Also, one of these times I need to get one of those like legitimate original model action replays so that I can figure out how to do hurricane mode on console. That would be the good shit. Cause I'm dying to try that again. But I don't want to have to use Dolphin. Because my system is not strong enough to stream Dolphin gameplay. Alas. This game is actually relatively demanding. Like, you could see that I've attempted to do a local recording for my YouTube channel, the quote-unquote hurricane mod, 80 meters per second winds, and of course that was a delightful horror show. But just because of all those, like, you know, clippings and slowdowns and all that sort of stuff, that kind of goes to show. That was cash money. That could have been very bad. That chip was cash money. I will take that. All right, 3 more. Expert mode. Oof. These targets are actually kind of small. Should be able to make a putt from there. Are you talking like the official stable Dolphin release, like 5.0 or whatever? Because one of the recent the more recent editions, they do take out all the graphical glitches, but
Very well done.
still not easy. You know, still not easy to stream with it. Now there is hope though, because some of the more recent versions of OBS I'm discovering are taking up like less CPU when you're using like single monitor. Or heck, even multi-monitor, I think multi-PC, I think it still like takes up less resources. So that, and supposedly Microsoft is making improvements to its game modes so that, you know, like you don't tank as much in performance when you're streaming games. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that stuff, because yeah, I think things are coming around. And who knows, maybe there will be a new official stable Dolphin. Because there hasn't been one in almost 3 years. And that's when all the net play and all the good shit happens. That's another thing that's improving over time. I mean, what good is the Dolphin if we can't play each other?
Great.
Yes, that way we all know and love just how good. What's up?
Great. Great.
Okay. Okay.
Great.
Gotcha. Alright.
Great.
Just gotta notice that there's, some, literally some plumbing problems in the house, so that's no bueno, but, so, gotta be on the lookout for that.
Great.
Alright,
Oh,
so that's number 8. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
very well done.
Very well done. And soon we will have the P, the boss pack in itself. Because people can't seem to agree on what gender the darn thing is.
Great.
Yeah, not yet. Netplay still is very, very demanding, so like it seems to be very difficult to keep this game in sync. I don't know what it is, but I would say that it has been successful as of recent with there have been some gaming sessions with Blue Candy and LHB and maybe a few other individuals here and there, but
Great.
I can't exactly take part with the specs I have now.
Oh, too bad. Oh, too bad.
I would say, yeah, I mean, it still runs like 99% fine.
Very well done.
And there's our boss pack gun. Excellent. Now for the goat split. No, what the fuck am I doing? Now for the goat splits. Here is hopefully where I get that sub 80. Because I don't choke.
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie putt.
Yeah, definitely netplay still is convoluted for pretty much anything that's not like melee. Like, isn't that just the way of the world? Like, basically, N64 emulation, the current state of it, even in the year 2019 is, it's basically a Super Mario 64 emulator, but just with dodgy support for other games. That's basically what, like, Project 64 and Moopin and BizHawk are. I think I said all this right. And Dolphin, well, I mean, actually, I find Dolphin is like a more mature emulation platform than most. And
Nice shot.
it's made a hell of a lot of progress over the years. Like, if you look at all the doc notes and like all like the monthly blogs and stuff, it's incredible what all those people are doing. And especially trying to get this shit to work on Android of all things.
On.
Like all you people that are all like Raspberry Pi this, Raspberry Pi that, holy mother of fuck. But yes.
Nice shot. Okay.
The old up 3/3/4. Will it work?
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say.
Birdie putt. Complete.
Yeah, I would say that given some of the unique challenges of emulating Wii hardware, that it does a fine job. Still, it's just, you know, there's a reason it's been 2 years and 8 months since the last stable release. Yeah, they definitely try, you know, to keep that in mind, and they listen to all sorts of people. Like, they definitely get a lot of input from tool-assisted runners. Like, you would think, like, even 5 years ago, it seemed, like, virtually inconceivable to have, like, a stable task of a GameCube game. And now they're all over the place. And most of them are really, really, really good. Like, one I'm still waiting for is Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Oh my dear Jesus. Like, there are, like, some, you know, teasers, kind of like work in progress sort of things of most of the levels, and just some of the fast tech in the game, like, it blows my mind to pieces. It blows my mind to pieces. Like, I mean, you would expect Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 to be fast. Of course! It's goddamn Sonic. And also, those games are glitchy as hell, so always fun to be had. But Donkey Kong Jungle Beat just seems so innocuous, you know? I mean, especially since the default input method is bongo controllers. That's almost as awkward as trying to play Mario Golf with bongos.
Complete.
Or you know what else would be great? Would be like, you know, for Dolphin would be like some kind of Arduino support, so that you'd be able to use, like, I don't know. Maybe this isn't just strictly a Dolphin thing, but I saw this video of some guy who, I shit you not, tries to play Tetris 99 with DK bongos. He had this thing rigged up with I missed the ring. God damn it. He used an Arduino because, well, Arduinos are, like, apparently gifts of God when it comes to technological thingies. But yeah. Yeah, that was just me being dumb. I missed it. I need to actually aim at it, you know? Well, that's fine. We just gotta get the ring and then go up and down. This hole is extremely easy. Alright. Go, go, go! This is where that approach press comes in handy. Except now I actually want to go in. Okay. Good, good, good.
Complete. Nice shot.
So yes, apparently, in case you ever wanted to know, it is apparently possible to some degree play Tetris 99 with DK bongos. You just need an Arduino. And some technical know-how. And as of this morning, that video is still up on YouTube.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Complete.
Or, you know, playing this game with the Guitar Hero controller. Something weird like that, you know. God damn, yeah, because Tet 99 is a hard enough game as is. And, you know, with that Maximus competition thing that was happening, and, my impact point. Woe is be to Betsy. Whoa, Black Betsy. Blam, blam, bam, bam. That almost sounds like a song about a cow.
Nice shot.
With no affiliation to Ram Jam whatsoever.
On. Birdie putt. Complete.
I'm not sure how that works, considering that, as far as GameCube interpretation goes, I've had to discover the hard way that clapping is the equivalent of tapping the R trigger on the GameCube controller. So I'm not sure what that would do if somehow you got GameCube controls to work on a Switch software. I really don't know.
Nice shot.
Yeah, this split's slow because I've made 2 dumb mistakes, so that's okay. I think that's okay.
Okay, nice shot. Nice on.
Very nice. That's why you take all your risky shit in the beginning, so that you can do dumb shit like that and still not lose. Alright, 1 hour in, and I only got 24 arena attacks left.
Nice shot.
Well, yep. I guess once again that's where Python skills come in handy. That seems to be the hot language, isn't it? I have no idea. I'm kind of out of the loop because I'm sort of established in kind of what sort of resembles a career, but like, you know, it's sort of tech, sort of not, you know, accountancy, AML. But anyways, yeah. I found myself trying to keep tabs on tech and business while studying actuarial science in school. And oh lord, you know, was there so much change happening even 10 years ago. I can't imagine what the scene's like now. And just how high the expectations are for getting in. So to anyone that's following that route, God bless. But if you have the know-how and the passion, then you will have an extremely comfortable living. In theory. Yep, that's what two-frame slice does to you. Despite that crosswind.
Nice shot.
Python, Python, Python. The language that founded the Twitch place. This is disgusting. This arena attack is getting sloppy because I'm finding myself making, like, you know, tiny timing mistakes that are forcing me to making me miss rings. Well, at least if it's stuff like this, and I don't, like, you know, choke on Starlight Starbright, for instance. That's what usually happens in my arena attack runs. Because Peach's Castle Grounds is, like, the worst thing ever. Okay. I don't think this will quite bite, but you know what? It's an easy up and down. That's all we need. Get the rain easy up and down. That's all that's required. Green and regulation is just a bonus.
Complete.
Okay. Good, good. Gotta get out of sands, man.
Nice shot.
Might have aimed a little too far, a little too much fade. Maybe not. Might be able to make this work.
Nice shot.
This might involve some, metamorphic rock, though. To an extent. Or, I need to know what the hell is going on here. I probably should have even added topspin. This ball's gonna hop. This is fine. Backspin would have been topspin would have been probably a bad idea. Even for a high approach wedge.
Nice shot.
Right edge of the ring, and yeah, you're in business. Not too concerned about trying to bounce off the rock anymore because I've made far too many mistakes that way trying to go quick. The smart play is going to the right. Yeah, since I'm usually lights out at these first 3 courses, so I am losing a bit of time. But there's a shit ton of time saved later, so I'm not worried.
Nice shot.
Perfect position. Shit, I don't even need full fade, just partial. Just the normal shot will do.
Nice shot. Okay.
Green and rag. Fringe. That works. Okay.
Complete.
Alright, Dolphins, what you got for me?
Nice shot.
Please carry. We'll still make it to the second ring easily if the lie's good. Yep, the lie's good. Okay.
Nice shot.
Perfect, dude.
Okay. Nice shot.
Smarter, not harder. Otherwise, dolphins will give you a lot of trouble.
Nice.
That could have been very bad if that ball went like another inch further.
Complete.
That could have been very bad. That slope is disgusting.
Nice shot. Nice.
A little bit dicey, you know, short game there. Downhill green, so lots of bite.
Excellent.
Erdo's spin is impressively strong. Impressively strong. Definitely comes in handy in some of those dicey situations, like chain chomp. Oof. Ah, and that. That's another situation where strong spin helps.
Nice shot.
Extremely surprised I was not in the water.
Okay. Nice shot. Nice. Nice shot. Complete.
Excellent. The Don's method. Approach wedge out of the bunker. Alrighty. Yeah, the sand wedge is so yesterday.
Nice shot.
You get an appreciable decrease in loft with the approach wedge.
Nice shot. Good.
Nice 4-iron. Which on a good day lends you approach distance, but this is okay. Yep, this almost on the finishing the second run and hoping for a PB. Ah, Lugia, there you are. Yes, earlier there was an opportunity for some dank Megamind, Metamind metaphors.
Nice shot.
I can't even remember what the whole deal was about, but it was some shit you would have greatly enjoyed. Unless you were lurking and you know about it. But anyways. Alright, Rain Attack. So close and yet so far. Minus 3%!
Nice shot.
Please dodge the pod bunker somehow. Oh no. Say it's not so. Trusty.
Nice shot.
Ah, that fade sucked dicks! I mean, that hook was dicks. No!
Nice shot. Good.
Do tell Spy. Probably the Dom play is to overshoot this and then come back.
Complete.
Yeah, floating HUDs should not be as hard as it is.
Nice shot.
I make it hard because I want to do it in 3 shots.
Nice. Nice on. Birdie punch. Complete. Yes!
I'm sure there's a way to make that work. I'd have to see it for myself. You probably borrowed it a little bit from the Dante shot. That was good shit.
Nice shot.
I'd really have to see it then if supposedly bouncing off the roof is more lenient.
Nice shot. Complete.
go. Down. Center flag, excellent. That's the shit I like most of all.
Nice shot.
This might be too much bite, but I did land on a down slope. And it's not a full powered wedge, so there's not as much bite to be had there by default. So it worked out.
Nice shot.
Yes. Really? What? It's
If you want to have it later, that's fine.
okay.
Nice shot.
Well, one thing is for certain. After this speedrun, I will have to head out for the time being, but I might be back.
Nice shot.
So let's hope this PBs. Because apparently dinner is early today. That's okay. I can beat the rest of these holes in 5 minutes, right? Let's take that as a challenge. Beat the rest of this in 5 minutes.
Okay. Good.
It might be possible. Why, Hassenpfeffer, of course.
Complete.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Oh boy!
I'm so hungry.
Dun 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 dun. Octorox. These are favorable conditions for a 3-wood. Yes, they are. Won't do backspin this time because I don't want to get caught on the slope. I want to be able to roll back down and have room to climb. Yeah, see, that bunker could have been bad news. So we'll do this. No sense being silly. Okay.
Complete.
Alright. I think this is okay as far as wind goes. Like, even though it is 3 meters, but I think this is in just the right direction. Because it'll be against me most of the time, so that might help.
Nice shot. Okay. Okay.
Minus 1% is perfect. Though, either slice or minus 1 almost killed it. Oh, God. Is top spin a mistake?
Nice.
Maybe, maybe not. Holy shit, you know a green is strong. You know a green is goddamn strong when a four with topspin only rolls that much. Goddamn. Alright, I feel really good. I might be a few minutes late for dinner, but I sure as heck am gonna try to end this out with a bang. Get that sub 80 and get out of here.
Nice shot.
God, I hate Starlight with a passion. At least number 2, worst hole in re-attack.
Complete.
Oh man. 3 wood, okay. I like a challenge. This tells me one thing and one thing only, is I got left flag.
Nice shot.
Okay. You know what? We'll save this one for last.
Nice shot.
Yeah, can't get center flag if my life depended on it, man. At least that's what it seems like. Center flag is actually really easy. It's that left one that sucks. That wasn't flying. That was falling with style. And this one is not hard either, if you know to just aim here.
Nice shot.
Birdo is also a very good character for this hole.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Complete.
Hell, what time is it? Early ass dinner. Alamau. Alright. 4:45. Usually don't eat till like 6 at least. Derp! This rain dude.
Nice shot.
That should carry.
Good.
Yes, it does.
Nice shot.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Let me see. 9:15. So that would make you in the UK. Because I know that now with the new day, now with daylight savings time, that means that now effectively my time zone is GMT -4. Which, given how far apart we are, that does not seem like a lot. That does not seem like a lot at all. Good enough. Okay.
Nice shot.
Oh shit, slow down. Man. As far as loft goes, that wind really did a number.
Nice shot. Nice.
Well, that technically Eastern time, yeah. What? Alright, so this is a tricky one. This is definitely a tricky one.
Nice.
I want to see how close I can get away with this cliff. Well, yes and no, because since effectively where I'm at is practicing daylight savings time, so that means it would be written out as EDT.
Nice.
This is a difficult crosswind to deal with. This is pretty good here. That should be pretty. Please go in. Yes! Okay, one more. We gotta go back to Junior Breath. Please sub 80. Driver. Okay, this is a good sign. GG, boys and girls. This is a good sign.
Nice shot. Good. Okay.
I just gotta sink the putt. Aggression. Yes!
New character unlocked.